The reason we are focused on sustainability is because we are convinced it will drive the returns for our clients. Whether you're short-term or long-term investors, we are going to want to invest and deploy the capital of our clients in sustainable businesses. Now, the real question is, what are sustainable businesses? We know that there are two macro forces that are going to challenge the sustainability of businesses across the entire economy. One is environment and the other one is social. When we talk about social, we have to face demography or very different demographic. We have to face social inequalities. We have to face a healthcare system that is crumbling in a number of Western countries. And of course, when we talk about environment, we are seeing evidence of this nearly now every week about the physical risks materializing. When you look at the environmental crisis, the scientific community tells us that we have planetary systems, we have safe limits, and we are now in a situation where we have breached a number of these safe limits. We've talked a lot about the transformation of our energy systems. We need to absolutely move away from fossil fuel or fossil-based energy to renewable energy. But then there is a second dimension, which is around land use. We have used too much of our habitable land, and we have used it in a way that is detrimental to the environment. We are destroying terrestrial sinks that are absorbing roughly about half of the flow of emissions that we're putting every year into the atmosphere. There is a third topic, which is materials. Everything we extract from the earth. So that notion that ESG is dead is incomprehensible, because the reality is that the environmental crisis and the social crisis, these crises are going to force changes on the real economy. The way that we like to look at sustainability is to basically take a positive view and say, at some point, is it going to be in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years? But at some point, we will end up in an economic framework which would be net zero, so fully decarbonized, which will have a neutral to positive footprint on nature, and which will be socially more equitable. And this is why we are incredibly excited as investors, because we think, for a number of reasons, we are, at the beginning of a very profound economic transformation